Randy Ayers excelled as both a player at Springfield North High School and Miami University, and as a coach at Ohio State University and also in the NBA as well. He was the Ohio High School Class AAA Player of the Year in 1974. Playing for Ohio Basketball Hall of Fame co-founder Don Henderson, Randy then earned 4 letters at Miami, where he was a starter on the team that knocked off top-seeded Marquette in the 1978 NCAA tournament. He launched his coaching career at Miami while getting his degree. He was then an assistant at West Point as well as at Ohio State. After 6 years on the OSU staff, at which time he recruited a guy by the name of Jimmy Jackson when Gary Williams was the head coach, he was named to the head coaching job in 1989, and there was a little bit of a time in there where I wasn't quite sure how things were going to work out, and I think he was hoping for some job to work out. As it turned out, he got to stay at Ohio State and see Jimmy Jackson through his career there. Won Big Ten championships in 1991 and 92, and it had been 20 years since they had done that. So a great start to his coaching tenure. Records of 27-4 and 26-6 in those 2 years, made trips to the NCAA Regional in both of those years. Randy Ayers was voted National Coach of the Year in 1991. His coaching record at OSU for 8 seasons, 124 wins against 108 losses. He moved on to the NBA after that as an assistant coach with the Philadelphia 76ers. That was 1997, and then elevated to head coach of the 76ers for 2003-2004. He then served as an assistant at Orlando, Washington, and Philadelphia, and currently is an assistant with the New Orleans Hornets. He and his wife Carol have 2 sons, Ryan and Cameron. And Randy told us the most influential people in his career include Don Henderson, Darrell Hedrick, and Charlie Coles, all members of our Ohio Basketball Hall of Fame. And now we get to say Randy Ayers in the same sentence as Ohio Basketball Hall of Fame. Coach.
Thank you. You know, I really feel like one of the fortunate people in the state of Ohio. We grew up in Springfield, as Wayne pointed out earlier, and I call it the triangle. I saw great teams at Wittenberg, and I was really, it was nice to see Larry Baker and Joe Hamilton and Don Lynham, who I watched at Wittenberg. And then I saw the teams at Dayton with Don May, Glendon Terrain, Rudy Waterman, Coach Donaher, and then, of course, watching the Ohio State teams of Fred Taylor with Bill Hoskett there. And I even remember Bill and Donnie on that 64 Belmont team. So I really felt that I had the opportunity to watch some great coaches, and it really helped my game as a player. But the most humbling part of this tonight for me, is to be inducted as a coach. Because aside from my mother, my late mother, Betty Ray Ayers, it was my coaches who had the biggest influence on me. And they weren't just coaches, they were teachers. I wasn't just an athlete, I was a student and a young man. Because of the example I was given, to be called coach is a great honor for me. It's the most humbling thing for me, because coaches are people that help young people reach their full potential. So tonight I offer my sincere thanks to all those coaches who invested so much in me. Ed McGinnis at Jefferson Elementary School, Tom Wilson at Roosevelt Junior High, of course my coach at Springfield North High School and a member of this Hall of Fame, Don Henderson, my coach at Miami of Ohio, Darrell Hedrick, and another Ohio Basketball Hall of Famer. And then, as I moved on, I want to acknowledge former Army coach Pete Gaudette, who gave me my first full-time assistant coaching position at Army, and his successor, Les Whitkey. Eldon Miller, another Ohio Basketball Hall of Famer, and Gary Wims, who paved the way for me at Ohio State. And of course, Larry Brown, who taught me an awful lot in my first assistant coaching position with the Philadelphia 76ers. Tonight, I share this honor with these coaches. I also want to thank my brothers and sisters and their families for being here tonight, for all their love, their guidance, and their mentorship. Without them, I don't think that I would have even made it. We were from a single family home, and my brothers and sisters really mentored me over my career. I would also like to thank my former teammates who are here tonight, my players, my managers at Ohio State that really encouraged me during my time there. They were very instrumental in my development as an early young coach. Last but not least, my wife Carol of 29 years for her sacrifices, and our two sons, Cameron and Ryan. It's also special for me to be here tonight on the night that Wayne Embry was honored with the Ohio Heritage Award. Wayne has been a friend and mentor to my family and me for over 40 years. He is a man of great courage and character and an exemplary basketball executive. Congratulations, Wayne, on your richly deserved award. Tonight I stand here inspired all over again by all the honorees and am committed to doing the best I can to carry on their examples. Thank you again for this great honor.